mean, they're just. Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
We'll try that one more time. Only one person said good morning. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Good. Anybody know who Jonah is in the Bible?
Yes.
Yeah. So a lady's on a plane and she gets a stranger sitting next to him. And any of you ever have a talkative stranger next to you on an airplane?
Yeah.
And so she's reading a religious book. And the guy says, you can't believe everything that's in these religious stories. She goes, yeah, I believe everything in here. She says, what about that guy that got swallowed by the whale? She goes, oh, Jonah, I believe that story too. So how would he survive inside of a whale for so many days? She goes, you know what? I don't know. But when I get to heaven, I'll ask him. And the guy says, well, what if he's not as heaven? What if he's not in heaven? Then you don't have to ask him. Please stand up for the flag salute. Ready? Salute, pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice.
Well, you messed up the joke a little bit, but you guys got it. All right. Well, how's everybody doing? Everybody ready for the summer? Anybody got kids or grandkids on summer break that you're having to watch? No? You get busy that way. Leo, I'm gonna hand this over to you, brother. Come on up, Leo. Give it up for Leo.
Speaking of birthday.
Birthday.
No, it's not my birthday. It's,
Okay.
you know, American birthday.
Oh, 250 years. 250 years. Yeah.
250th birthday. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Leo.
How we doing?
Doing great. You still get nervous with public speaking?
We got there. Okay.
Right.
I talk about this stuff all the time. The number one thing that people ask me when they come to see me as a lender is what are rates, right? They
Yeah.
probably ask you the same thing. So if they ask you, what are rates? What are they doing? Are they going up? Are they going down? What's going up? Okay. So, I mean, I've talked about this over and over and over. There are two things. Number one thing that affects interest rates the most, or mortgage interest rates. What are those?
Credit score.
What?
Credit score. Your credit score.
Credit score.
No, interest rates in general, interest rates.
Oh, Fed. The Feds.
The Feds, okay, you're close.
The bond rate.
But
Bond rate.
Yeah.
The bond
The
rate.
bond interest.
10-year treasury bonds, there you go. That's
interesting.
smart. What's the other thing? What's the other thing that I talk about that everybody sees and everybody uses all the time?
Gas.
Very good. That's just so smart. I like doing coming here. It's so easy to.
We need to think.
I don't think I had training. A lot of little Starbucks cards and they're all, So, anyway, okay. Oh, this is a, something that we get every day. Craig gets this as well. Craig, sweetie, is Vero Mortgage. He's also my compadre here, and we both do loans here for Vero Mortgage. We get this every day, and it talks about a general briefing of interest rates, mortgage bonds, the economy, a lot of things. But it gives us the information that we can intelligently have a conversation with our customers, with our clients, with our real estate agents and so on. So I want to talk a little bit about what this entails and come on. Go. All right, what's going on?
Look right on our side.
Am I doing something wrong here, Clark?
No.
Probably, go ahead.
Which one? Probably.
That's
yeah. Okay.
Right now?
Okay, there it is. This is as of yesterday, current rate landscape, 6.39% overall. And this is a 30-year fixed rate. This is the average interest rate out there, okay? It's up 24 basis points. Basis points is a way of determining pricing on interest rates, on T-bonds, on stocks, etc. Okay, So this is what we get every day. We get something like this, so we can actually, I look at it like while I'm having coffee in the morning, read up on what's going on in interest rates. Because somebody today, maybe you, maybe my customers, maybe some other customer on the phone is gonna ask me, what are interest rates doing? What are they going? Are they going up? Are they going down? Okay, on the way in here, I passed by this little gas station over here. Gas price is $4.89 a gallon. Not bad. Haven't seen them below $5 a gallon in a while. Right? So that's what you need to do is also, you're always filling up your gas tank, right? You see it, you see prices of gas going down, that's a clear indication that interest rates are going down. So. Now, are they going down right away? Not necessarily so, it's gonna take a little bit of time. See, this mortgage money market guideline is giving us this information on inflation. Because that's what the feds have got to do, is they got to keep an eye on inflation to make sure that inflation doesn't go out of control. If they lower interest rates too soon, inflation is a big factor, okay? Because prices of things go up because you can afford it easily, because the interest rates are lower. So what happens? Your credit card or interest rate is lower on credit cards, interest rates are lower on mortgages, and it has a trickling effect all the way down in the economy. Oil relief. Crude oil falls to $78 a barrel. 2 weeks ago, that was hovering right just under $100 a barrel. Okay, good things. I locked in several people this year so far, under 6%, 5 3/4, 5.9, 5.8, nothing under 5 3/4, but just under 6%. And oil prices are hovering right around $65 a barrel, okay? So watch that oil price thing, because if you see that going down, then that means interest rates are going down. 10-year bonds down 25 basis points from midday peak. This is from May, okay? June numbers are not out till next month, till July, okay? So with these mixed signals of trying to keep up with inflation and oil prices coming down, the feds have got a huge task trying to figure out what to do. Whether to lower interest rates immediately, which is what the president wants, it'll happen eventually. But I see this new Fed chairman, Kevin Warsh. I see him doing things a little bit differently. He's not doing things like his predecessor, which is pretty good, in my opinion. I didn't like Jerome Powell, but I see him kind of moving things in a way like Alan Greenspan did, who just died yesterday. I don't know if you saw that. Anybody know who Alan Greenspan was? Yeah. He was the Fed chairman for 20 years, I believe it was, at least 20 years. Did a good job. Anyway. Okay, housing market momentum. Pending sales up 5% year over year in May. These are May's figures, by the way. Inventory up only 2% year over year, so it's a little bit of a stagnation there. 78% of borrower rates below 6%, lock in effect. Now, I don't agree with that 6% one, because I know a dozen of my clients that got below 6%, but some of them are 6.25, 6.5, 6.1, so on. So anyway, so what they're saying basically is that a late spring buyer rush hit the market, and that's what affected these numbers. Okay, how many people were busy in January, and then all of a sudden, boom, in February, March, all of a sudden, boom, everybody started coming in here. I had the best January I had in years. Okay, February, March, kind of slowed down just a little bit, and then April, boom, again. And then all of a sudden, kind of cut off just a little bit. All right. I'm working a subdivision in Porterville. Matter of fact, I'm going there tomorrow. And we noticed a big difference in walk-in traffic. This is new construction now, okay? Walk-in traffic kind of slowed down a little bit, whereas before it was real brisk. We had 2 or 3 couples coming in every day, it seemed like, going in to look at our homes that are up for sale here. This is through Smeet Homes over in Porterville. All of a sudden, May comes along, June comes along, stop. I haven't seen anyone come over in the last month or so on my days. Now, maybe on a Saturday or so, maybe I've had one couple go through. So things kind of slowed down a little bit there. But get ready. This is the calm before the storm. I've been in this business for 40 years. I've seen it before. It kind of gets dead. You start letting your guard down. Well, I'm gonna go on vacation and I think I'm just gonna chill at home. No. Get ready, because it's gonna happen. Mark my words, it's gonna happen. Probably towards the end of the year, you'll see interest rates really starting to come down. And then boom, you're gonna be getting a phone call, wanting to see this property, wanting to see that property. It's gonna get this. Best thing to do is work your computer, right? There you go, thank you. Batteries in on this thing here.
Yeah, we.
So consumer is alive and kicking. Incoming data shows data continues to show resilient consumer with retail sales improving and home sales strengthening, suggesting purchase market is continuing to modestly improve. That's what I was talking about, is that it's still moving along. People are still buying, okay? If they're buying new cars, they're gonna be buying homes, or hopefully they're buying homes before they buy the new cars, right?
Yes.
I just had somebody want to get pre-qualified, just got a divorce, just had a baby, just got a divorce, just got in with their new boyfriend, baby daddy, and they want to qualify to get a house. I think what she did was she got this divorce and she figured, I'm gonna buy myself a present, bought myself a new car. And then, oh, by the way, I want to buy a house too, but she had already bought the car. And I got a $600 car payment that wasn't there before.
Struggle.
And they're going, that's all I qualify for? Well, you bought the car, that's $600 a month, you lost out on, Have conversations with your customers when you're talking to them. Sure, they're not out there buying new cars, okay? At least not right away, all right? Wait till they get the house so that way they can have a 3-car garage that they can park their car in, okay? So. When the ceasefire places straight up Hormuz reopening, oil prices are dropping hard. And that is directly good news for mortgage interest rates. That's what we've been talking about, okay? The prices of gasoline coming down, and that's good news for mortgage interest rates. Not gonna happen overnight. I think we're gonna see gas prices come down faster than interest rates. Okay, so be ready. Monitor your new listings and price cuts as the second half of the year transition unfolds. Make contacts with your pipeline to acquire and or offer your services, okay? Everybody has a pipeline of people that they've talked to 6 months ago, a year ago, what have you. Pick up the phone, have a conversation with them. Hey, are you still in the market for a home? I'd like to offer my services to you once again, let's get you pre-qualified with Leo over at Barrow Mortgage. Well, Craig at Barrow Mortgage, all right? Okay, stay active. We thank you for your phone calls. It's been good. It's been good. It's been real good. So I was trying to put a picture of Mama and me right in here, but for some reason I couldn't get this thing to work. It wouldn't accept my picture. I'm not sure it was
Here's your picture.
it wasn't a high school picture or anything like that. It was a good picture. Pink shirt, tie, anyway. So we thank you for your business. Keep giving us a call. We will get you guys, your clients pre-qualified as quickly as possible. Okay. Thank you very much.
You are up, so please, who take the
Alright.
lead? Wow, we actually filled the room. I'm sure. Oh, yeah, thank you, sir. Woodside Homes, everybody give it.
Hi, I'm Monique. I'm Misty. We're with Woodside Homes, Robert Reagan
Him.
and Visalia. And we're inviting you guys out today to come tour our models. We're gonna have some pastries out there for you guys. We're gonna give you guys a little bit of lowdown on what we got going on right now. We have some standing inventory, we have stuff that'll be available throughout the year that's been started, and we also have dirt lots that are available. We're all 2 stories, low maintenance yards, so we do have a few larger lots that are available, that are full-size lots. Probably one of the biggest things with us right now, we're offering a 4% co-op on all of our spec inventory. So, and, one of the benefits of that is we're not like, other builders that require you to hold your brake, buyer's hands when you walk in. You can call us, let us know they're coming. If they go rogue and show up, and they mention your name or say, hey, I've got an agent, even like a week later, like, oh yeah, I have an agent, they haven't signed a contract, we're not gonna cut you out. You're going to. So, if you're in Hawaii and your client is just like going crazy, you can give us a call. We'll even let you pre-register them online. We don't care. You're gonna get paid. We're not gonna cut you out.
Yes. This is a high density neighborhood. How many total homes in this neighborhood?
We have a little over 235, but we're at our last phase, so we have about 49 lots left. Our current incentive is FHA 4.99, and this incentive includes $10,000 in closing costs. They have a choice of $15,000 in flex spending or paid solar. The good news about our solar is it does come with the Tesla Powerwall. It's about $27,000 to purchase, but they have a choice between the $15,000 flex spending for the solar. These are the houses that are going to be completed through October, and you do have to be in contract by 6/30 to get the incentive. Yeah.
If you could clarify, I don't know if I missed it, you said they're gonna get solar plus the wall thing that's additional?
Yeah, they'll get the panels and the Tesla Powerwall if they choose to purchase, to get the paid solar. Or sometimes they
Some
need,
people just won't lease it, so they.
because what they can do with the flex spending, is they get the 4.99, but if they want to buy some of that down to a 4.5, they can use the flex spending. So it just depends on, what fits them. If they want a lower payment.
What's more important?
Yeah,
Where's your subdivision located?
we're right off of Giddings and Riggin. So it's like between Dinuba and Moody. We're
Well,
right-
brand new shopping centers out there. We're about 2 miles from Costco. So we're like in prime area right now.
Easiest way to get there. We're talking real estate agents here. We're gonna go-
Why didn't you do the little park, the little house and stuff?
Okay,
That's the way I get there.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys can come down Dinuba, you guys could come down Mooney, and then once you hit Riggin, we're right in between that. And I'm sorry, you had a question?
Yes, I was asking if they wanted to purchase the solar, is it included in the price?
No. So whatever the total price is, it just includes the upgrades. But so if they don't choose the incentive to purchase the solar as part of the incentive, they would have to, that 27,000 will get tacked on to whatever the total price is.
If they want to do the flex spending instead. But the solar is the big incentive. I mean, it's a $27,000 incentive that they can use.
But I do have some people who use the flex because they want the additional buy down. I mean, their payment with the buy down at 4.5, and if they get a house at 415, their payment is probably about 2,700 at Big J. So it's a pretty good, we have investors as well. We do have a buy down for investors as well. We can't quote you on that. You would have to contact our lender, sorry, our mortgage, but you would have to contact our preferred lender. And they will be able to let the investor know what the buy down is. We can only pay up to 2% of the closing cost with investors, which we're gonna pay, and then they do get the $15,000 flex or the pay solar for investors.
We also don't have any HOA and we do not have Melrose.
Yeah, and they do have access to 2 parks. So there's a smaller park in our phase 3, but the bigger park is our phase 2, but they have access to both.
Are you guys gas or electric company?
Right now, we're all electric except our stove.
So, yes.
We're still permitted to get.
It was
to have the
pre-permitted.
Yeah.
When we started, so when they changed the rules, we are still in there. They're all stainless steel. A lot of our included, so we're not a zero spec community. You get countertops, laminate flooring, you get adult countertops in the bathrooms, double sinks, you get a touch faucet, stainless steel appliances. So we also have the dual zone air conditioning, so you can control it from downstairs or upstairs. So you can, when you're at night, you don't need to be air conditioning your couch.
And there's timers on the light, so if, you know, if you're upstairs and you want all the lights downstairs to, you know, turn off at a certain time, so you don't have to go downstairs to turn off every light, there's timers and all the.
And they're all.
All the stories, yeah, they're about 19 feet, ceilings, and all the rooms have about 9 feet. About 9 feet.
Yeah, all high ceilings in our house, 211, so.
What was that again about? You said all electric, but.
The stove. Yeah, gas cooking, that's it.
And we're almost done.
They all have 2-car garages, and we all have driveways. So they're not like where they're pulled up to where there's no driveway and everybody has to just park in their garage. They have a full driveway.
And do you have sensor lighting in the restrooms?
Yes.
Why do you forget to turn it on? Oh, they do, yes, my 22-year-old is like that.
My mom has that. I was taking a shower and everything went off. I'm like, really?
But come on down, come to our model, we're
So we
gonna
do have a
have.
tour schedule.
Yes,
We're gonna go
exactly.
after our sales meeting, we're headed that way.
Yes,
Yes.
correct, come check us out.
So we're gonna head there now and set everything up, and we have a little door prizes for you guys and then pastries.
Go later for those of us that can't.
And you can come in at any time, guys. We'll be open all day today until 6 o'clock.
But if you don't go now, you pay $5. Perfect. Well, thank you, ladies.
Well, look,
Appreciate
for you
it.
guys,
bet.
thank you so much.
We love that co-op, thank you.
All right, we're gonna go set up, so we'll see you soon.
Perfect, we'll see you in about an hour. Actually.
Bye.
All right, good morning, how are you? Are you new to us, you're gonna join us? If you don't mind, please stand up and tell us who you are. Set the ready. So how long have you been licensed?
For about a month.
Nice. Thank you, welcome aboard. It's your turn in the back, buddy, stand up and tell everybody who you are. Now, Sal, how long have you been licensed? 2 weeks. You're the newest one, you're not the newest one. Yeah, you're a veteran now. All right.
You need anything?
There you go. Hey, same with the what the hell?
I didn't hear a word they said.
Okay, we gotta head out, we'll tell you more about it. Reading, head toward the new hospital. Does anybody know where the new In and Out is at?
Yeah.
Okay, if you get to that intersection and you head west, about 2 miles, you're running to the Woodside neighborhood.
Half a mile.
About half a mile.
It's brand new, she said.
They've been building it, they're about 3/4 sold out.
There you go.
All right, everybody, back to the screen real quick.
I can't hear back there.
Oh, it's blank. All right, so I want to show you guys a different part of Snap. If you guys go into the Snap system, and we'll teach you all this, we'll have extra about another week. If you guys go into the CRM. Does everybody recognize the screen?
Yeah.
All right, if you guys go into the CRM part, here's what happens next. It brings you up to a screen where you can do emails. And right now, if you choose 4th of July, there's 4 pre-made emails for you with graphics. I just chose this one. You can go in there and with about 17 total clicks, you can send something to everybody in your database. Absolutely everybody. See you guys. And you can actually register it to go on 4th of July morning, the day before, any time of the day that you want. But you can pre-register this. It's a very simple system to use. If you get stuck on it, let me know. But there is so it's such an easy way. You go to CRM, you scroll to the bottom. That thing is missing. I had a picture at the bottom where it says email everybody. And then it goes to that. And so there's just so much that you can do within the system. If you're not using Snap, every Tuesday at 10 a.m., there's Snap training. But today we do want to go on tour, but then we also have 16 people that can help you one-on-one if you make an appointment on their calendar. Or you can get me on a Thursday and we'll come in here and go do some training with it. And that's what I've been doing for the last month is every Thursday I'm here with agents in the morning doing training on Snap or whatever they need. So it's just a great system. So today I want to go with success begins with mindset. We cut the rest of that off somehow, but this is all cut off. Not sure what happened. I was doing a market update, but it's cut off a little bit. But Leo did a good job of going over it. We actually have year-over-year price increases. We have year-over-year inventory increases. The only thing that's staying, the only thing that's not good, if you will, is that it's taking longer to sell properties. And so I can give you guys that printout, but it's, oh, here it is. So if you go to the top, your average days on the market on green is this year, red is last year. Your average days on the market last year was 40, now it's 42. So not a huge increase. This is for Visalia, so a 2-day increase from open to close or from listing to close. Right underneath that is the median days went from 18 to 20. Still, what it's telling you is that the average property is selling in about 40 days, 42 days. But what it's telling you is that your median is 20 days. The difference between the two is whether you're pricing the property right or not. If your property is overpriced, you're gonna be on the market quite a bit longer. I didn't hear, I talked to a customer yesterday. Pricing your property is extremely important that you do it right. You gotta have that conversation of transparency with your customer. We had one of our agents whose listing expired, another agent picked it up, dropped it 40 grand from the listing price, sold it in a weekend. And this stuff happens, and now we're gonna look at it, so it's better to not take that listing if they're not motivated enough to give you the right price. And so if you look at here, also, it didn't line up exactly right, but most of the inventory that's being sold is 400,000 to 500,000 is what's sold. Your pendings are right, anything above 300,000 is really, really busy. But when you go to active listings, 143 out of 300 properties are in that $400,000 to $500,000 range. That is the busiest segment in Tulare County for all real estate sales, is between 4 and 5. Now, from 3 to 400,000, I'm still 99 listings, so it's still quite a bit. From $500,000 and up, again, remember, it's $500,000 all the way to like 17 million, it doesn't matter. $500,000 and up, there was only 98 total properties. So your busy segment is still right there under $500,000 for our demographic. And this is your Visalia market. If we go one more, you got your Tulare. This is just the city of Tulare. This is for people that like graphs. I can email this to you, or in 2 clicks, if you're in the MLS, I can show you how to get it. You simply log into your MLS. It says market stats. You click that, this pops up, and you can change it to city by city. But if you go here, actually your median price in Tulare is actually higher right now than it was by Visalia. Here, right? I would have never thought that your median price is actually higher for the month of May. But it was, in the month of May, Tulare had a higher price range. So the median sales price was 368, but your median average sale price 379, and your average list price was 433 on the green way at the top. And if you go to Visalia, 4 or 5, what was it at? It's down here. No, I guess I got it backwards. So Visalia still hit.
Why?
There you go.
Are they including new construction in those numbers?
Only if new construction is reported as sold, which they typically don't. They usually have their model house listed, but they don't close them out. Any questions? You're gonna learn so much, you're gonna be so confused.
Great.
All right. So again, one of the things that you want to look at here, in the city of Tulare, 46 listings between 3 and 400,000, 31 listings in the $4 to $500,000 range, and a total of 26 over $500,000 and up. So again, just a different market. Prices are much, much higher in general in Visalia. Plus you have 109 listings total in the city of Tulare, and you have 368 within the city of Visalia, and that's within city. So that's not making all the surrounding areas. So your market is very, very good. But we got to bring this up. I mean, you got to look at 109 total listings in Tulare, and they don't have it. There's only 2 real estate companies left in Tulare, and both of the people that own them live in Visalia. The boys that run one of them are in Visalia. And so really, Tulare is an underserved community where not enough people are paying attention to it. So don't ignore it. If you're gonna be doing some knocking on some doors, include Tulare. You're gonna be doing some farming and sending out some things in the mail, include Tulare. It's a great market to be in. All right, setting a higher standard. Right. Who's heard of the 80-20 rule? Anybody? You're gonna write some numbers down. Does anybody need a phone? For you, there's not gonna be much that you can write on. We'll pass it back. That's okay. So for the 2 new, you can just listen. There's not gonna be a lot to do. But guess I'll pen anyways. So the 80-20 rule, known as the Pareto principle, says that 20% of your activities are gonna give you 80% of your income. So when you think about what you do for a living in real estate, what pays you money? What activity pays you money? So I broke a couple of them down that I can't read.
I'm like that real quick.
But it's okay because I have money.
trying to adjust it, but it's not working.
It's not working, no problem. You can actually pull up the PowerPoint I sent you, that might be okay, because we're on that one anyway. So what I
There you
want you to
go.
look at, yes, everybody loves admin works. Because if you think about when you get a deal into escrow, that's when your admin work starts. When your offer gets accepted, now you're tracking your deal, now you're talking to your lender, the escrow officer, now you're setting up all the inspections. Does that make you any money? No. Marketing, doing all your social media posts, it's free most of the time for most of us. Does that make you any money?
Yeah.
That might get you leads.
Yes.
It doesn't make you any money. If you spend 100% of your time marketing and did nothing else, it's not gonna make you money. The answer is no. If you go out asking for referrals, that's a great source of income, but interacting with your referrals and asking for referrals doesn't make you money. Follow-up can make you a lot of money, but really it's your contract negotiations and your conversations that make you money. The reason that people prospect, the reason that you knock on doors, the reason that you do your follow-up is you want appointments. You want appointments for listings and for providers. So the number one activity that you should be focusing on is more appointments, more conversations about real estate. That's really what you guys get paid to do. And so a lot of times you get stuck on everything else, but only 20% of your activities are making you money. So if you look at everything that you did, start focusing on what makes you money. How about this? Let's go to the next one if you don't mind, next screen. Here's what happens a lot. We've been talking about this a lot in gym, is running your own race. Every agent has a different path. Some build their business through referrals, others through open houses, social media, farming, networking. Success comes from maximizing your strength, not comparing your journey to somebody else. So this is the exercise for everybody today. It's right here. And so Sal and you guys are not gonna have much to do here, but I want you to think real quick about your last 5 transactions. Write down how you got them. Were they a referral? Did they call you? Were they random? How did you end up with, were they a previous customer? So right now, go 1 through 5 on your piece of paper and write down where your last 5 transactions that closed came from. For you, what I want you to do on yours, and say for yourself, is write down who you're gonna call. Who are your next 5 customers that you're likely to sell to? Usually it's family and friends. But for everybody else, when you close the deal, was it a neighbor? Was it a referral? How did you get them? Where did they come from? We want to go over the last 5 that you closed. As you're going through that, you'll start noticing that you're gonna have a pattern for most of you of what makes you the most money. It could be referrals, could be previous customer base, could be neighbors, could be a referral from somebody that really likes you that sent you a lot of referrals. And then through these answers of these 5 that are on your board, you'll see where you should be spending your time at. Barry, you got all 5? You're fast. You got all 5? How many? If you're still writing, keep writing. But Gary, if you don't mind, please tell us some of your 5.
Referrals, past client, my website, a friend,
So that works.
and another referral.
Fantastic. Nelly, how about yours?
Referrals, family and past clients.
Beautiful. Charlie,
Referrals and SOI.
your sphere of influence. Where should you, all 3 of you, be spending your time? It sounds like you should be spending a lot of time contacting your sphere of influence and asking for more referrals,
Yeah.
because that's what's making you the most money. And so it shouldn't be doing everything else that you're doing. Focus your time on that. That's what's gonna make you guys some income. How about you? Subdivision. Front desk. You do floor a lot. So yeah, the floor works. Absolutely. Candy, you've been in a lot of business.
Sphere of it.
Yes, sir. That's your number 1. Letting people know what you do for a living. Do you ask for referrals or they just know what you're doing?
Social media is big for me.
Social media is, and most of the time it's free,
Yeah. People are aware of that out there.
that you're doing this again. Very good. Because what's yours? What's on your list?
COI, past clients.
Past clients. I like it. I like it. Anybody else? Peggy?
Very much the same.
Your sphere of influence. Yeah, so what happens oftentimes, particularly in real estate, is we start comparing ourselves because of social media to other people that are busy. And you start second guessing yourself. Maybe I'm just not good enough. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm only gonna get what I deserve. Maybe I don't deserve to have more success for whatever reason it is. Stop doing that. You don't compare yourself to somebody else's peak season, because I'm telling you, if they're on social media posting something, it's their peak season. They're not posting when they're done in the dumpster, when they're not doing anything. People on social media are only posting the best of the best, right? Their best interaction, their best close. They might only close one deal in 2 years. You can see it 52 times. If you post all about it. So stop comparing yourself to other people's peak season. Compare yourself to you. Am I getting better than I was yesterday? Dave?
From my past spot, 3 of them, you know what I do now? I stand in Save Mart in the produce aisle. And ask people if they can try it, the watermelon is right.
Seriously,
And from there, I just start talking.
I love it.
Stand in the,
It's David Exeter. He probably would do something like that.
and just look confused.
That's normal, David. That's your normal.
Yeah.
I see you every day you walk in. I'm like, I need to help David.
I've dumped a lot of melons.
So here's the thing about real estate. The thing about real estate is this, I love that you're wearing a shirt that has a logo. Bob has gone out and bought a bunch of stickers where you guys can put them on any of your shirts. Even if you have Jordan Link shirts, you can put a patch kind of over them. But we will give you the stickers if you want to buy your own shirts so you can brand them, or you can buy them. For all of you that go out into the world, whether you're picking up kids, buying groceries, doing whatever out in public, wear a name tag, please. Buy yourself a name tag, because when people see the brand and see the name tag, they will automatically come up to you and ask you about real estate and help you flip on some watermelons to see if it's. But the reality is, a lot of us are not built to go out and start talking to strangers. But by wearing a shirt with a logo or a name tag, people will approach you. So please wear either a logo shirt or a name tag, because people will approach you. People always want to know how real estate is going. Hey, how's the market? Oh, it's great. Oh, I heard it was terrible. Oh, you're talking to the wrong agent. I think it's great. So always go out there and do that for yourselves. But the reason that I'm handing these out, I keep buying these little stupid pieces of paper. So number one, they're pretty. They're cut out. Yeah, they're cute. Number two, you can put them up right next to your workstation. So now that you have your last 5 deals on where they came from, it should be a reminder to spend the rest of the time this week doing more of that activity. So focus on this activity. Now, I want you guys all, and you guys can write this down if you want. I encourage you to write it down. You don't have to share it if you don't want to. List one thing that you're gonna stop doing or do less of this week and next week so you can focus on something else. What is a good time waster that you do? Maybe you're going up to the front talking to Renee all day or Hannah all day. Maybe you're scrolling through social media, or maybe you're scrolling through TikTok. What is it that you're spending some time on where that time can be used better? So please think of something that you waste time on. Whether it's just talking, whether it's the 2 lunches you take, in one day, whatever it is, please write one thing down you're gonna do less of this week so that you can shift that time to something that's productive. So just list one thing, it's a reminder. I'm gonna do less of this week. I'm gonna focus on trying to do less of this. Social media is a big one. Scroll, the doom scroll. So that's a big one. My goal through the summer, because it is our busy season, is to have you guys kind of refocus on what makes you money, remotivate you on why you thought real estate was fun, why you thought real estate was the right business for you, and to refocus on things that will make you money. Because in the process, if you get a couple of leads, if you get a couple of buyers, a couple of listings, and you close a few more deals, that is the motivation in itself. But we need reminders. Is anybody willing to share the doom scrolling or one thing that you're gonna do less of?
Watch movies.
Oh, I love watching movies. Yeah, but that's one of my, I don't watch a lot of TVs, but I do like to watch movies. At home and at the theater.
Me too.
Procrastination,
Yeah, but what is it about procrastination?
scrolling.
And so much, yeah, I mean, it happens a lot. Yeah, I only scroll when I'm driving, so it's so. I'm chasing them. How about anybody else? Anybody else want to share what you're gonna do less of? Say it again. That's what it is. Anybody else? Yes.
Like, I don't know how to say the right words, but
Cooking breakfast.
stay confident, no, like, not see my worth,
Yes.
like,
Oh,
see my value,
that's a good one.
that I can
That's-
do it.
that's
To
a really
get the call done,
It's look, this can go all kinds of different ways, but a lot of people. You think of yourself subconsciously, you're not even having a conscious thought that you only get what you deserve. Or because you came from a certain background, that's all you're supposed to have in life. And so a lot of us don't feel our true self-worth, and we have this lack of confidence, and we have this glass ceiling keeping us at a certain limit. When the reality is that you can have anything you want in life if you're willing to help enough other people get what they need. And we're in a customer service industry, so if you help enough people buy, sell, or invest in real estate, you'll get more of what you want to buy. But that last feeling, that I'm only getting this much business, and this is all that I'm good, this is all that I'm good for, this is all that I can do, that is a really, really real thing in real estate, in life, it's human nature. So yeah, confidence is a big one. Anybody else? Anybody like public speaking? I still get nervous in front of you guys. I used to hate public speaking. I still tear up jokes in front of you. Nobody likes public speaking. Well, there are a few people out there that are weirdos that like public speaking. But the most of us don't, right? And so the same is true for you when you're learning this industry, is if you don't have the confidence in the contracts, the documents, and what you're doing, you will have a glass ceiling, you'll have a lack of confidence. And so that's very, very true. That keeps a lot of people at. So run your own race. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Try to be better than you were 6 months ago. Try to be better than you were last week. Do something to improve your skill set. Because at the end of the day, Bob and I can't make it work for you. We can't. We can be here for support, but you got to do the work. You got to be making the phone calls. You got to go through your sphere of influence. You have to remind people what you do for a living. And so all we can ask is that you remind yourself why you got into business. That was one we did 2 weeks ago. And then put this one next to it of the 5 last deals that you got and how you got them. So please do more of that. Any questions on this? Beautiful. Read this with me. 1, 2, 3.
My goal is not to be better.
That was almost okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. One more time. Go.
My goal is not to be better than anyone else, but to be better than I used to be.
That's it. Run your own race. Don't compare yourself to anybody else. Run your own darn race. It's just about you. It's about you and nobody else. We're all here to help each other. We're all colleagues, but we're also in competition with each other. We are very, very blessed to be in the Central Valley, where we have 27 brand new communities going on between Bakersfield to Fresno right now. 27 brand new communities. They don't all pay 4% like Woodside. I wish they all did. But we have a lot of new construction and we have a lot of resale. A lot of people in the state can't say that. So please look at the blessings that we do have. Let's roll. A tiny tilt in degrees generates a great differences in trajectories. This is what I'm trying to get you to do. You're here right now and I'm trying to get your real estate business here. All you got to do is make these tiny changes now and be consistent with them over time. So remember where you got your business. Remind people that you're still in real estate. Ask for more referrals from your customers and then follow up and then keep calling and then set the appointment and then get them through the process of buying a house. You cannot give up. You cannot stop. You got to keep going. It's estimated that you need 13 no's before you get your first yes. Most of you get up after the 3rd no. Just keep going. It is normal. It is normal. I've given you guys the example before, but I'll give you a personal story to kind of make it hit home. Several years ago, I mean, probably almost a decade, 2 decades ago, we went over to my mom's for Thanksgiving and she couldn't use the oven. So everybody was cooking turkeys at their house and bringing them over. And when I went down, they're like, why can't we use your oven? Well, you know, it's a Mexican household. They put stuff in the oven when it's not in use, you know, like pots and pans, and somebody didn't realize there was some plastic lid in the back. They turned it on and it melted, so it was unusable. And there was so much stuff in there, and there was stuff in the warmer at the bottom. Yeah. And it's like melted too. Yeah, and there was a gas stove, and so at the end of the day, basically it was ruined, right? And so I took a look at it, I'm like, yeah, there ain't no cleaning this. I mean, you have to warm everything back up and hope you don't burn yourself, right? But I'm not sure if this has happened to anybody else's house, but this happened to my mom's stove. I'm not sure who did it. There's only 2 of them living there, because our mom. So I decided to go buy him a brand new stove. So I got my dad, this is the next week, and we drove over to the one place we had in Porterville. We had Sears, because Montgomery Ward's had already closed. We went to Sears and we walked in. Now, why were we there? When the salesperson approached me, what did I say?
Just looking.
Why would I say that? Because that is exactly what I said. I'm just looking. Bullshit, I'm not just looking. I was there to buy a new stove for my mom. I knew what I was there for, but it was just a natural human reaction when the salesperson came up. I said, no, I'm just looking. About a minute later, I'm like, hey, or 5 minutes later, I'm like, I really need help. And so I was just gonna buy a middle of the road stove, you know? And I don't know if any of your households are like my mom's household. My mom's still alive. She's the only parent I have left, but she likes to cover the top of the burner and the top of the stove with foil. So she can stop the foil and now it's clean and she just puts down new foil. Yeah, she did that all the time. I'm not sure why, but that she still does that to this day. And so this guy came up and we're like, I'm gonna buy this stove. He says, hey, you know, the difference between this stove and the next stove is, she's like, does your mom like do the foil thing? I'm like, yeah. He goes, the nice thing about this is this has sealed burners. the little top comes off and you can throw that in the dishwasher. I'm like, they don't have a dishwasher, my mom's dishwasher. She goes, but you can take that little top off and then you put the foil underneath and you put the little, it's literally just the little top. It just comes off the burner. And you put that in and it makes it easier. And if anything spills, it catches everything. Nothing's gonna get into the burner itself. So that's the one I bought, but he wasn't done. When we were done with that, he's like, hey, does your mom use the oven? I'm like, well, like 3 times a year. He goes, he opens it up, he goes, right here, so you see how this has a black seal? I'm like, yeah. He says, come on, look at this one. He moves me up about 3 stoves, he opens it up, and this one has a foiled seal. He says, you see this one? You see how the glass is a little bit different? It's a little bit green. It retains the heat a little bit better. So when you're cooking, it cooks more uniform when you're using the oven. And also that good seal, it's almost magnetic. He said, it works really nice. It's gonna trap all the heat. You're gonna save energy. So by the time I walked out, my stove was like 3 times the original price. But he sold me on what I didn't know that I needed because I needed this product. So I believed in the person. I was there to do something. And the reality is, when you're helping a customer, do they think that you know the contract?
Yes.
When you're explaining to them, oh no, I'm sorry, let me read it again. It just changed. I don't know if I know it. And you don't even know how to explain it. Does that build confidence in them? Should you know your contract? You know that 47 forms got updated last week?
Yes.
Have you read them all? Because I haven't. I've read a few of them. But the reality is that our forms are ever changing. Please, you're in the business. People trust you with the biggest investment in their life. Please go in there and understand the contracts that you're using. The next thing I want to touch on is, how many of you read the Visalia Times Delta online? Mike Allen used to write an article for it. I took it over about a month and a half ago. I did one this weekend on why home ownership still matters. And it's also on some stuff that'll be on the ballot for November. But did you guys realize that the way that people build wealth is through home ownership? That's 90% of people that have any kind of wealth build it through home ownership. It's generational wealth. And so how many of you grew up in a house where your parents were tenants? Good.
What?
Tenants, renters.
Yeah.
How many of you grew up in a house where they owned the house? Good. So studies will tell you, and you can look this up online, there's a great study by Harvard University that says that kids whose parents owned a home instead of rented a home, regardless of base value, they did low income, middle, and upper crust. They did it all. People who owned a home, their kids were less sickly, more likely to do better in school, most likely to go to college, and most likely to have a better life, if you will. Just because their parent owned a home, regardless of whether it was in the ghetto or very, very expensive, there was no difference in the price of the house that they owned. The only difference was that they owned the house. Were you guys aware of that? What's the study? I've showed it to you guys a couple of times when I put it up on the screen. It's a real study. And for those of you in real estate who don't own your own house yet, that should scare the heck out of you and should be a motivation to buy it, to help your kids buy it, to help your grandkids buy a house. Because it has shown over and over and over again that if the kids grow up in a house that is owned, a sense of pride and ownership and safety and security will make them smarter, do better in life, and healthier. Isn't that crazy?
And more confident too.
It's part of it. It's part of it. Absolutely. You can't take away no matter where you live. I mean, it's part of it that you own it. It's part of you. So please, we are in the best industry in the world where your income is limited only by your actions, not by what we do. I'm not going to put a cap like, hey, Candy, you have another career. If you make 100 grand, you get to keep that. Anything above that, I'm going to keep. Is that okay? That's not the way that it works. If he works hard and he gets 200 grand, then he gets to keep all 200, well, minus our 20%. Minus our cut, but I'm not gonna limit you. So you're in a business where you're limited only by the actions that you take. So let's roll. You have 2 choices. You can make a living or you can design your life. What do you want? Let's design the life you want. Let's get motivated about real estate. Let's go out there and plan the life that you want to have. And then go work so you can get it. Back to you guys, coming soon. Anybody have a listing coming soon?
Yeah.
Somebody lie to me, make me feel like you're working.
I do, I just don't know when. It's 2 properties on one lot in Porterville. He's still working on it,
By the golf course.
by the golf course.
It
Yeah,
sounds fancy until you go there.
I know, it's, I learned. But it'll be listed at 397, hopefully in the next week or 2.
Nice, love it, thank you. Good price.
What's the address?
831 Forester.
Worst. Love it. I know exactly where it's at.
Just took a listing last night that should be available probably next month. It's gonna be within the Russian special small house, 1,000 square feet. It's on my block, just east of Green Acre School.
Okay, yeah.
Small house, 3-in-1. Maybe like mid 2 feet around there.
Not a lot of room for an investor, but there's room, maybe get us around.
Where was it? What was the price?
By Green Acre School, about 2.5, they haven't said on the price exactly.
250 range.
I still have that, 3-bedroom, 2-bath on 100 square foot coming. We're gonna put a new roof on it is the goal, and potentially paint the interior, so it'll be move-in ready. It's a very cute, quaint home. It's on the southwest side of Visalia. We still haven't figured out the price yet, but.
When you say quaint, I think small, it's 2,000 square
No,
feet, so it's not
it's
small.
quaint, it's cute, it's like. I
There's
love
quaint,
how-
this is charming.
Charlie, there you go, that's the.
Very good, very good. Anybody else with coming soons or has wants?
I
Okay,
I
anything?
got a couple houses.
Awesome.
I got a house in Tulare in the Del Lago area. By
Great.
Target deal. It was an expired, this house was previously listed for $499, I listed it for $460. It's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,400 square feet. And it'll be hitting the market this week. It's a really nice home.
That's a
Right
great
here.
area, Larry, yeah.
Right here. And then I got another one coming on the market, it's in Northwest Visalia. I had the house listed and sold previously around the corner. This lady called me off my sign, kind of being nosy. I just kind of worked her and worked her and worked her, and then she finally called me the other day and said, "Hey, you remember me?" I said, "Well, how can I forget you?" So I met with her and her husband, and it's right off of well, behind the Demery and Houston.
Yeah.
That area. I had a house there on University, if you guys know, it's really nice house, clean house. And this one's on West Conley, and it'll be hitting the market also. It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 2,200 square foot, 8,000 square foot lot. Really nice home, lots of upgrades. Probably gonna be about probably about 480.
My friend, and that one's in Visalia, the other one's in Larry. Yeah, congratulations, they're all one each down, thank you.
Yeah.
Right, nice to have you back and listens.
We have a client that's looking for a 40 by 60 shop.
Yeah.
The car guy, so needs a lot of space for cars.
Oh, that'd be my dream, yeah, just a garage for nothing but cars.
We're still looking.
But I wouldn't pay the registration and insurance. Very good. Anywhere? I mean, does he want a house with that shop or just a shop?
So house maybe 800 square feet larger.
Okay,
They go up to 800,000 for you.
Yeah. I was driving home all the time, right? I'll go through Farmersville to put gas, 'cause it's pretty cheap gas, and once in a while I'll go through Exeter. And about a decade ago, I was driving home from the old office that we had, and I went right through Exeter, right by the golf course, kind of across the way. I made a right-hand turn there. And I started heading south in Exeter, and there was this house that was being constructed. They did 2 of them. And this house, when it was being built, I'm like, man, this would be a nice size house. And then they started framing it, and they started finishing it up. It had a 2 4-car garage on one side and a 3-car garage on the other side. That's 7 cars. And I think it had 1 bedroom. I'm like, I'm in. I'm sold. That's all I need. That's all I need. But maybe you can go knock on those doors. That's a 7-car garage and I don't know, at least 1 bedroom. But it's all about the garage on those 2 houses. Anybody else with coming soons or has and wants? Beautiful. Go ahead.
Keep going, next one. That's Lisa wanted to show her that
Yes.
thing.
So Lisa, she's well, she's in administration, but she's in teaching and she's off for the summers and she does a lot of real estate in the summers. This is in Dinuba. It's in a gated community that's 55 and over. It is a house. It is a single family home, 1 shared wall. It's shared on the garage with the other side. That's how they're attached. Beautiful listing, 318,000, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,800 square foot. It's in a trust. Unfortunately, the son is in charge of the trust because his parents just passed. And I mean, he literally just passed away last week. Today's a funeral, so she couldn't be here. But if you have anybody looking in the Dinuba area, that is an extremely low price because they just want to get it off and done and sold.
Is that in Tulare County MLS?
Dinuba, yes, that's in Tulare County MLS. But it's in Dinuba, gated community, 55 and over, 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 318. Here's what it looks like. So again, the only shared wall is the one that goes right from the side of the garage. So kind of like a condo, if you will. But beautiful, beautiful listing. It really is a really good price.
It is.
It's a very good price.
Very good price.
Is there an HOA on that?
There is, and I don't know what it is, it's probably on the MLS. But again, they just wanna sell it because, again, yeah, the owner just passed away and they want to be done with everything they gotta do, they got a lot on their plate to get done,
Right.
and so the price is very low. The price is very agreeable if you have anybody looking in that neck of the woods. It is, oh yeah, I mean, you had older people that really took care of the things, yeah. Yep. Shows like a model house, doesn't it? Yeah, you should see her, and she was with that camera, she was going like this all over the place. It's amazing, it's like she had a drone or something. 1,800 square feet, and it was done by a professional photographer with a drone. She wasn't running around. Thank you, Bob, for putting that up, but it's just a great listing, nice yard. It is condo style, but it feels very much like a single family home, so anybody 55 and over that's looking, that is a really good deal. So, all right, guys, any questions from anybody? No, please hang out back a little bit, so if you don't mind coming up. Thank you, guys. Let's give them two a round of applause. Oh, there's breakfast up. Thank you, Anita. Breakfast.